shininess of it. Silver is rare. It gives us some value. Silver has utility. We use it in our electronics. We use it in our medical devices. We use it in all sorts of places. But silver also has a lot of work baked into it. You know, it's difficult to get silver out of the ground. So there's this theory that's called the energy theory of value. I think it's very interesting. It basically says, you know, because it takes so much effort and energy to get silver out of the ground, you know, the machinery, manpower, it's part of the reason that silver has the value it does. So keep that in mind as we start hand crushing all this cleaner out to get into smaller pieces. Alright, so we're about an hour and 45 minutes into work in getting our ounce of silver. We have cleaned and crushed up. And so far, there's been no hard costs. There's just been soft costs of my time, my risk appetite going down the line, and all that. But now I'm going to introduce our first thing that actually paid for. That is soda ash. So what we're going to do now is we're going to heat up the galena to try to get out everything that isn't lead and silver. Again, there's sulfur in here, there's silica, there's some other impurities. We need to pull all those things out and leave just the heavy metal behind. To do that, we need flux. So we need to drug fluidity to basically be that extractor of all things that lead and silver. And for that, I use soda ash. And I have this bucket. It's a 50-pound bucket off Amazon for, I think, $80 maybe. So let's say $1.50 a pound. Probably use a pound of it in here to just make sure that we have really nice fluidity.
Cool.
Alright, so we have our silver smelting away outside. And that means that we just incurred another hard cost. The furnace that's powering the smelting has two propane tanks attached to it. These are 20-pound tanks. And right now, down in Old Lone Pine, you can swap out these tanks for about $25 per tank. Now, I'm not going to use all the propane, or I hope that I don't use all of the propane in this smelting. So at the end, I'll kind of give them a little feel and see how much of them we used. But the time is ticking, and the money is ticking in this excursion to create 1 ounce of silver. And I thought, given that we've waited for this whole packet, that I would recount possibly the craziest story when it comes to silver. Silver.
Oh my God, Paul.
If you like the price of silver. Some of you may know this, but back in the early 1970s, two Texas billionaires, heirs to an oil fortune, named the Hunt brothers. This thing has gone up by almost 10% over the past year. We divide into this. You know, it started driving up the prices of all sorts of things, from film to medical tools that are made from silver, also to jewelry, to a point where Tiffany & Co., the giant jeweler in New York City, put out a statement and they said, "We think it is unconscionable for anyone to hoard several billion, yes, billion, dollars worth of silver and thus drive the prices up so high that others must pay artificially high prices for articles made of silver, from baby spoons to tea sets, as well as photographic film and other products." And if Tiffany & Co., you know, the jeweler, is taking out an ad in the New York Times complaining about the price of silver,